Hilfiger, nigga. This is the Star Report Monday evening. Welcome aboard. I am your gracious host, Troy Terrain, PKA Star, reppin' Scotch Plains, New Jersey. I've had a long day. I did not get my nap in, so I'm Aggie. Okay. I have a short fuse tonight. I may not take too many calls, but I wanted you to gaze your eyes upon greatness as I sit here and smoke on a Bob Saget pack. Yes, you come on in and cry for old Faye. Do what you do. I was not sitting around watching. What was it? Full House? What was that trash? Full House from 1987 until 1995. I was getting it out there in them streets. I'm aware of the show, its impact. I didn't dislike him. I didn't hate him. I just didn't give a fuck. But he's gone now. Bob Saget. You know what I did watch more than the Full House show? America's Funniest Home Videos. He hosted that from 1989 until 1997. I found time to watch that more so than the sitcom, you know? Come on in. Shed a tear if you must. I'm smoking right now. I've not had a cigar all day today. That's very relaxing. Troll babies, good evening. How you guys doing? Somebody sent in a donation early. I see you. TJ, how are you? Okay. The Falcons game yesterday. Trash. The Falcons are trash. Let's talk about that later or tomorrow. I'm in the zone right now. I'm going to talk about Bob Saget. Troll babies, are you in there shedding tears? Huh? That was my nigga, yo. Black people love to dump on black women, black males and females. But when it comes to these white folks, when they start to dying, oh, Lord Jesus, Betty White, Bob Saget, huh? Don't let me stop you. Call in. Call in and shed a tear for old Faye, as I said. He lived a life of luxury. His goddamn Wikipedia page is so long. Personal life. Married himself a cherry blonde, which is what most niggas out here killing each other over. Let's get to the bullshit tonight. Hey, Kesha, how are you doing? I got your donation. Let's get to the bullshit tonight. Also, before I get to Shyne, Moses Barrow, born in 1978, he was on Drink Champs. I watched half of the interview for you guys. If it were up to me, I would not have watched it, but I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. Just let me take a sip of my cocktail. I've earned this. And I want to talk about a black mammy who tried to disrupt my day today. Yes, that's the one thing about the South that really just rubs me the wrong way sometimes. There are some black women down here still that have that mammy complex. Is it a complex or a syndrome? I'm not going to say where I was today, but somewhere around 3 o'clock, I went into an establishment. And a mammy, she said, you need a mask on. She didn't say, excuse me, sir. Just came right at me. You need a mask on. Now, I'm vaccinated, but I'm not going to prove myself nor explain myself to this fucking orangutan, but I just looked at her. I said nothing. I looked her up and down and totally ignored her. The white guy, some type of manager who has seen me in this establishment before. Again, I don't want to say where I was. He thinks I'm a cop. He told her, hey, whoa, he's on the job. That's what he said to her. Now, I never told him I was a cop. He just assumes I'm a cop. That's another story. But Mammy, oh, you should have seen the look on her face. Oh, okay. Looked like she was maybe in her 40s, not even 50 yet. You need a mask on. Tried to fuck up my flow on a Monday. Mondays are rough. Troll babies, good evening. Aren't Mondays rough for most of us? You know, I was up at 7:30. Had to drive down by the Mercedes-Benz Stadium to pick up something and then drive back up. Oh, my God. And as I said, I did not get my old nigga nap in. So I'm cranky. Cranky and aggy. Cranky. Give me a second. That's nice. Okay, so Mammy, she tried me. You know, I've experienced that a few times down here. You can't come in here. Now, I learned how to deal with mammies decades ago. I don't push their buttons because they want to take the extra mile. And that we may have to get into it physically. And I will defend myself against a mammy. That's a fact. Okay, Shyne. Troll babies, anybody see Shyne on the Drink Champs? Moses Barrow. In the past, I have really come at this guy's neck. I really have. I watched maybe half, not even half, of his recent interview on the Drink Champs. And let me just say, he served his debt to society. That is not the same guy that came on the Star and Buck Wild show whenever his album came out. I forget. He was as dumb as the day is long. The interview was like pulling teeth. I kept remembering him just saying, September 21st, or whenever that date of his album coming out was. I forget. He and Buck Wild got along, and the guy he had with him, they got along. I was like, Jesus Christ, this nigga's. And anyway, that's not the same guy who was now on Drink Champs. He has evolved. Salute, he has evolved. And I'm going to give him some credit here because this is the objective perspective. He has acquired knowledge. Clearly, you can see that. And I'm going to give him credit because he is applying the knowledge. For those of you who have gone to the institutions of learning, you know what I'm talking about. You see, anyone can go to college. Anyone can read books. Anyone can have a grab bag of notions. Anyone can recite someone else's cliches. But if they don't apply the knowledge, then they are, as we used to say, perpetrating the fraud. Shyne now, Moses Barrow, in my opinion, he is applying the knowledge. Salute to him. Anybody pick up on that? He's applying the knowledge. Again, you can have people that always tell you, you got to read such and such a book. So, Malcolm X said this. Martin Luther King Jr. said that. Okay, well, that's cute. What the fuck are you doing? Other than quoting somebody else's, fucking lines. Shyne is applying the knowledge. He's talking that West Indian shit. Whenever you get a West Indian that gets older and they go back home, whether they get deported, or they just go back home, they then become more culturally proud than they were in their younger years when they were here in the States running amok. Andrew, I got your donation. So he's talking that Belize shit and yada, my grandmother. You know, okay. Definitely not ADOS. Not anything that I could see that young American blacks should latch on to, but I'm not going to hold that against him. That's a totally different person from who I met years ago. And again, he's grown up. He's matured, been through the penitentiary. Folks, in case you don't know something about me, I do not give niggas credit for going to the penitentiary. I do not. I don't respect you, gangster. I don't think you're a real one just because you were sat down for 5 years, a decade, or 20. It means nothing to me. I don't send niggas shit in the penitentiary. I don't take your calls. You got caught. You weren't as smart as me. That's another story. But he's applying the knowledge. And of course, urban media is focused on Diddy, what he said about Diddy. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Over the years, over the decades, that's all the media wants to talk about. What Shyne thinks. Is he taking shots at Diddy? Ooh. And that's why I did not want to watch the interview. But I did. I watched, again, maybe half. I was pleasantly surprised that he is now more than ever accepting accountability for what he did. He shot into that crowd. He didn't seem to be romanticizing it as he used to. You see, over the years, he used to romanticize it. I got at him really hard one time. I think it was maybe 2015. He and I were actually going back and forth on Twitter. I was very, very, I'll just say, direct and disrespectful. But again, he's somewhere else now. And never mind the changes that he's gone through. You know, we've all gone through changes, physical changes, ideology, and or philosophy. So I'm not going to hold that against him. But anyway, I want to know what your thoughts are on the interview if you saw it. I recommend that you see it. I think he has grown. I think he is he is applying the knowledge, and he's doing some things with respect to, his community that should be given more credit than just him talk or just the media focusing on Shyne and Diddy. Please let that go. Give it a break. Who is this? Arkea? Is it Arkea? I got your donation. Thank you so much. Crown, I see he says Steelers handled business. Hell of a season. Okay. I'm not the speed, but thank you, man. I know the Falcons are trash, though. Okay. Grooving off of a Nile Rodgers line. Let's go Steelers. Okay. Good man, Nile Rodgers. We've spoken many a times. Theo, I got your donation. Okay, yeah, let's do that another time. Theo, but thank you for your donation. I want to focus on Bob Saget. He's out of here. Are you upset? You want to call in and say a couple of words, a prayer for Ofe? I got time for the bullshit tonight. Tori, I got your donation. F Bob Saget. Rest in peace to that nigga that had your brother wanting to go perpetrate the fraud as a pimp. Max Julian, and R.I.P. to James M. Tume. Oh, yeah. Wow. I haven't seen him in, maybe since 2003. James M. Tume. Great man. He was doing radio at 98.7 KISS FM the last time I saw him. And a good human being, knowledgeable, and very socially aware. I'll say that. If anybody wants to call him, put some respect on his name. Brother Mo, thank you for your donation. F Bob Saget. Only Bob we know is Bob Marley. Okay, let's go. Thank you, Tori. Again, I see your donation. Let's take it slow tonight, huh? 2, 3, 4. Had a long day. Are you there? 2, 3, 4.
Yes, I am.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing. Good evening.
Happy New Year, sir.
Yes. What's cracking? We're talking about Bob Saget. Were you a fan? Are you upset?
You can say so. I'm not it's just interesting. I saw the interview that he had. I mean, everybody's talking about the men.
What's interesting is your cheap speakerphone. It's annoying right now.
Sorry.
That's what's interesting.
Yeah. I'll take it out. So Bob Saget, incredibly talented. I mean, but I just thought it was interesting. The interview he did where he was on a show, I forget who he was with, but some comedian as well. And he was talking, and he reminded me of someone that everybody's been looking for, but they had no idea it was him.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Hello?
Yeah. Listen, I'm Aggie tonight. What are you talking about? Where are you going?
Do you hear what I said?
Let's get her out of here. Everybody can get it. What was she talking about? Somebody that reminded something. What? Folks, depending on how long I do a show tonight, I may want to talk about psychedelic therapy. Is this the next big trend in mental health treatments? Now, this has been going on for a number of years. This is not new. But USA Today had a story that came out 2 days ago, for those who don't know. This is not new. Psychedelic therapy. Is this some type of treatment for mental health? They're talking about a mental health crisis in America. The majority of Americans, again, USA Today, I don't feel like pulling the notes right now. I saw that as well. Here we were talking about black people and reparations and other things that could quite possibly connect the black struggle. Hold on a second. Let me Google something here. Post-traumatic slave syndrome. Yes? Number 9 called in Gene Richmond and said, it's bullshit. Post-traumatic slave syndrome. Is there any connection to mental health? If not, I'll keep it pushing. But again, USA Today, big article. The next big trend in mental health treatments, psychedelic therapy. Where is Ofe going in society? Area code 516. Bob Saget is out of here. You want to say a couple of nice words?
What's up, Star?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, I got two things to talk about. First, I want to talk about Shyne. I think Shyne, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's fake because he has a fake accent. I seen him when he was up there trying to do the presidential thing. He talks like Obama. He didn't have now 1 ounce of New York accent in him. Then I see him on Drink Champs. He sounds like Sean Poe. So let's just. Did you see that? You know what I'm talking about, Star?
Yeah, I watched half of it. Now, hang on a second. Are we really gonna have a decent conversation? Because I know your number. You like to troll a lot. I know who you are.
No. I've never called you my brother. You don't. My name is N.
I'm not your fucking brother. I'm Aggie. Slow it down. If you know this show, please don't push my button. I'm not your brother. Okay, so yes, I saw half of the interview. He spoke about the name Shyne Poe. Yeah, well, it was a combination of Edgar Allan Poe.
Exactly.
A girl gave it to me.
That's a lie. He was trying to be like Alpo.
Okay. Well, listen.
That's where he got Shyne Poe from Alpo.
Yes, well, he acknowledged Alpo as well, but he threw in the Edgar Allan Poe. I watched it. I listened. But I don't want to be overly critical because on those Brooklyn streets, I've known people like him, and I don't want to dump on him tonight. But he's someplace else now. I can respect that. He's applying the knowledge. What say you?
I don't really fuck with that nigga because it's a fake accent, man. I can't get over that. A lot of people do that too. A lot of Caribbeans have that fake accent when they're not really from there, but they want to be from there when it's beneficial to them. When they're around people like them or whatever, they throw in a fake Caribbean accent.
Okay.
He's not. Come on, man. It's not real.
You're calling from 516. You're from the New York Tri-State. How old are you, sir, if you don't mind
I'm
me
in Queens.
Okay, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 30.
So you were feeling Shyne when you were coming up. You heard stories about him. You thought he was a gangster, right? Keep it real.
I thought he was a rapper that he didn't even get along with Junior Mafia. They didn't like him when he first got in there because he reminded them of Biggie with his voice. But he had a hot album. He had one hot album.
Never mind Junior Mafia. Biggie wrote their rhymes. So let's focus on Shyne. He has evolved. So you're saying you're not impressed. He's a fraud now. Fuck him. What are you saying?
I'm not trying to say all that. I'm just saying that just go watch any video, and I'm not trying to be funny, but go watch a video when he was up there on that Belize campaign and listen to his voice. He got rid of every ounce of ethnicity in his voice. And then when he comes back on here, he's back being Sean Poe.
Right.
It's not real.
Well, sir, thank you for the call. I'm not going to go back.
Can I say one more thing?
Hang on. I'm not going to go back and watch a video that you recommended. I don't give a shit, but I'm not going to dump on the guy tonight.
I feel you.
He served his time.
Can I say something about the black people in slavery?
Yeah,
I don't think black people. I don't think black people of today's age are even qualified to say anything about slavery because we ain't been through what they've been through. It's a lot of and people like to omit things that are happening in the community. You cannot say, tell the police killed this man, but you omit the things that he did to get killed. And it's the problem with the black community. We don't ever want to just be real about some shit. And this is why we're stuck in this level because we cannot take accountability.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
Are you yourself in the black? Are you black, or what is your background, sir?
Oh, I'm black, but I'm just not a nigga.
Gotcha. Thank you for your call, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Please don't put that brother shit on the table tonight. I'm Aggie. Listen, if nobody gives a goddamn about Bob Saget, we can put Shyne in the title. What do you think? Shyne interview on Drink Champs? I damn sure ain't going to sit here and cape for Au Fait. I didn't watch that goddamn show. 1987 until 1995. 87, I was sniffing hard lines of coke. I wasn't sitting in the house watching goddamn Full House. Troll Babies, do we change the title? Huh? Also, hang on a second. Let's go left tonight. Where's my notes? Which Mexican cartel dumped 10 corpses outside of the governor's office? Which cartel? Are you up to speed? Let me change the title. Hold on a second. Lord have mercy, huh? Letting the governor know, pardon me. S-H-Y. Shyne interview on Drink Champs. Reaction? Say reactions. Nobody trying to sit around here and talk about Bob Saget. Again, Shyne's it's a totally different person who I met back in the day. So I'm off that. I'm not, I watched what he said about Diddy, and it's not that me and Diddy are such great friends, but again, I like the fact that Shyne is accepting responsibility. He shot a broad in the face. Pow! I forget the details of that goddamn shit. I'm not trying to go back. Trey, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Did the shot kill Saget? Let's talk about it, Trey. We've had discussions here that, conspiracy-based, that, the shot has taken a lot of people out. Marvin Hagler, allegedly. Hank Aaron, allegedly. And how's my nigga K. Slay doing, guys? Is he bouncing back? Is K. Slay bouncing back? DJ Teddy, got your donation. Thank you. Bob Saget married. One of his daughters put up some cute little text message he sent her when he was in Florida. Was it Orlando or Jacksonville? I don't know. Doing a stand-up show. Staying at the Ritz-Carlton. Checked into the room somewhere around 2:30 a.m., around 4 p.m. Housekeeping kept knocking on the door. They finally went in. He's lying in the bed on his back, left hand on his chest, right hand on the bed. Check, please. Was there a boy? He was on the road doing comedy. Was there a boy? Is a boy hiding somewhere? Let's go to area code 704. Good evening, Shyne on Drink Champs, talking that fly West Indian shit. Are you up to speed? 704.
Yes, I am up to speed, Star. Matter of fact, I didn't want to look at the interview honestly, because
sir, with all due respect, can you turn the monkey shit down in the background? I'm Aggie. I got an algorithm. Come on, man. Come on, man.
But no, listen.
Go ahead.
You know, the guy Shyne and everything. You know, I mean, I wasn't born in that era of hip hop, but I didn't really hear too much about his music or anything. But so from what I hear, listening to your old what's your names, and just ended up speaking about him. Like he's like I guess like a good rapper and stuff.
Sir, why the fuck did you call me? Why'd you call me? I'm Aggie. You're not saying nothing. What are you calling me for? Sir, we're not friends. Don't call me to catch up. Either you got some information or you don't. This is the Star Report.
But see, I ain't trying to catch up with you. I'm just trying to listen to the shit. You answer my call.
Well, listen. Don't call me to talk to me.
Nigga, look. Fuck Shyne. I want to talk about how I'm not gonna call up here and cry about some guy from TV that I don't give a damn about. They don't give a damn about me.
Well, why don't you just listen to the show? What are you calling me for? You're stumbling and fumbling.
Bro, I'm not gonna sit there and act like I care about. I mean, rest in peace to the guy, but it is what it is.
Sir, are you busting your gun? Fuck all that highfalutin shit. Are you busting your gun? I'm on that dumb shit. You busting your gun?
For 4th of July.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night. Give me a second. I'm doing the show tonight. I'm not going nowhere. Shyne can talk all that, the community, uplifting people. Beautiful. I'm so glad he has evolved. Me, I'm still on the dumb shit. And I will always be. I know what you want and what you need. The fuck I look like sitting here talking about the first heart transplant and they used a pig. You see, I'm up to speed, but that's not what you need. We got to talk about Shyne up on the Drink Champs. My nigga, Nori. Huh? DJ EFN sitting there looking like he needs a colonoscopy. That's what we talking about tonight. Either you're in the know or you're not. We're not talking about economics, finance. We're not talking about what's going on the water planet that they just discovered. Volcanoes on Pluto. None of that. We're talking about dumb shit tonight. Let's get focused. Hold on a second. Okay, someone sends in a donation here. Hey, Troy, I heard your show from a while back. Tell the people the truth. I used to give you that work. You would run to mom. Okay, you're claiming to be a family member. Sir, you can read my book. Read my book. Thank you for the troll. Someone sending in a donation pretending to be Shyne. Fuck you, Star. You said I panicked on the trigger years ago. My jail niggas informed me. How about we meet up? Hashtag keep it gully. Now we're talking, all right? Yeah, I don't want to go back to the old Shyne. This is a new guy now. Aren't you happy for him? I thought I would be doing you a favor by coming here and putting a real objective perspective on his interview. Or should I just shit on him again? Call him a frail chest nigga who panicked. Where do you want to go? A salute to him for not letting Nori constantly interrupt him when he was talking. Did anybody notice that? He kept talking to finish his sentence. The hater misses nothing. Okay, Theo says, you're a hypocrite. What are you talking? Theo, take your little $2 donation and holler back. Fuck is you talking about? I'm about to block you for sending $2 donations. Andrew got your donation. Mammy is owned by Whitey. Minister Jap broke it down. Okay, Minister Jap's a good guy. Thank you so much for your donation, Andrew. Okay. Yeah, folks, I don't do emails without donations. Fuck out of here. Troll babies, do you mind if I just ramble for a minute here? I'll come back to the title in a second. Over the last 2.5 months, 5 people from my past have emailed me. I want to address all of them at the same time right now. 5 people that I have not seen nor spoken to in over 20, maybe 25 years, reaching out to me via email. 3 of them trying to address me by my first name as if we had some type of great connection back in the days. And I had to look at the names and say, who is this? Who? 3 out of the 5 were females. Let me just say this to all of you. I don't have female friends. I don't pillow talk with a bitch. If I'm talking to you late night, it's about business, or I'm trying to inspire you to help me get the bag, to see if you are capable of getting the bag. The other two fuckwads from like the late 80s, what are you reaching out to me for? I don't want to reconnect with none of you. I'm in a great space. I always have been. Life is great. It's so great that I constantly move forward. I don't like baggage and luggage. I don't want to catch up with anybody. I don't want to hear about your fucking issues, your losses, how your kids disappointed you. I don't give a fuck. That's what being in a great place and a great space does for a person. Society would make you think otherwise. Oh, he must be angry. No. What we had, if we had anything, was some type of relationship that dissolved. And there's nothing wrong with that. But please don't reach out to me as if we have to catch up. Oh, and here, I'm sorry, here's the main thing that I didn't mention. The reason why they're reaching out is because of the beauty of death. Anybody know what I'm talking about, troll babies? The beauty of death. Death is beautiful. It's eternal sleep, darkness, checkout time. All of your problems and or issues are gone. I'm a non-believer in the theory of God, an atheist, in layman's terms. I mean, I believe in something myself, but I'm an atheist. There is no afterlife. It's here right now. This is heaven or hell, and I choose to make this heaven. I'm rambling. Bear with me. They're reaching out because of the beauty of death. They're scared to die. Don't send me an email. Yo, shit is real. I'm checking to make sure you're good. Make sure I'm good. I haven't seen you in 20 some odd fucking years, nor spoken to you. You're checking, hoping that I'm dying. Or hoping that I'm fucked up like you are. Can I get an amen in the live chat if you know what I'm talking about? People reaching out during the pandemic. You came across my mind. And salute to the fat fucking guinea piece of shit from South Jersey. I'm not going to say your name, but what a slob you turned out to be. You're damn near 350 pounds. Your doofy wife is fucking feeding you all sorts of kielbasa and sauerkraut. You look like you've got a breathing problem, probably, what do you call that, thyroids and some other shit. You're checking to see if I'm okay. I'm in Atlanta laying down with low-mileage pussy. I'm great. The beauty of death has got people reaching out. The beauty of death. We all meet our end. Please don't reach out to me ever again. If you're not going to reach out and say, hey, Troy or Star, you're doing the goddamn thing still. Salute. Or something to acknowledge, a certain aspect of my life. But please don't reach out to check on me during the pandemic. Fuck you. I wish death upon you so that your miserable life can be over with. Let's get back to the show. Good evening. This is the Star Report, area code 347. Are you there? Okay, they hung up. They had nothing to say. That's what I like. Hang up, goddamn no. Good evening, area code 240. It's Monday. Are you there?
Hey, yo, it's Shyne. I heard you were talking shit about me. What's going on? Why are you talking shit about me, huh? What's up with you? Huh?
Can you put that whore on the phone that you fall down and sob to? Let me talk to that whore. I got time for the bullshit.
You could.
No. Don't start stuttering.
gun.
Don't start stuttering.
I did it.
Let me talk to the whore,
I did it.
and
Johnny
then I'll
Cochran
get
set
back
me up.
to you.
Johnny Cochran.
Okay. Caught him off guard. 857. It's a beautiful Monday. Are you there? Area code 857. Give me a second. 012. I'm going to fix my drink whilst you get the thumb out of your ass. Yes, no, maybe. 857. Okay. Shook, scared to death, scared to look. Okay. Okay, you got to turn that down the background, please. Turn that down. We're talking about Shyne on Drink Champs. Okay, you got to turn that down. Okay, all right. So let me go back to Shyne. I'll get back to the trolls in a second. Shyne has gone through a whole lot of changes. He was wearing a red bandana at one point. I guess he was professing to be blood related. I don't know, something like that. And then he was going through that whole Jew phase with the tassels. They might remember that. It took a lot for him to find himself. I'm not mad at that. I'm not going to sit here and clown him for going through changes. We all do. He kept it very real, though, on the Drink Champs interview. Again, I saw maybe half. I think he lied about when he got shot. He was in the house listening to Bob Marley. I mean, he may have been in the house listening to Bob Marley, and then he put it on his mom's. Yeah, I don't want to, I'm just paraphrasing. Didn't want to break his mom's heart. He was her only kid, so he changed his life. No. You got some hot lead and you started thinking right. That's what really happened. Huh? Yeah, you had a coming to Jesus moment, Nah, I don't want to break a heart. Changed my life. He then became a bicycle messenger or some old goofy shit. I'm not mad at that. Okay? Hang on a second. On the we're gonna come back to the Mexican cartel dumps 10 bodies if anybody cares. I've got some notes here. Psychedelic therapy for mental health disorders. There have been studies on this for years. I may want to discuss this if anyone has in-depth knowledge. Okay. Good evening, area code 215. Shyne on the Drink Champs. Are you up to speed? 215.
Yo, what's up, Troy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
What's good with you? I watched that shit. I was totally dismayed with that interview. That shit was horrible, man. Listen. Let me explain to you why. First of all, he was on some fake shit, talking to his daughter on the phone on the fucking interview. Like, come on, dog. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Second of all, this nigga was talking all this believe shit, right?
Yeah.
When that motherfucker got kicked, when that motherfucker left.
Sir, you have to watch the F-bombs. The algorithm picks
it
up. Come on.
My bad. When he left Clinton Correctional Facility, where did he take his Belizean ass? He went to Paris, right?
I forget, sir. I don't keep up with Shyne or the Black Sector, Alpo, AZ. Where'd he go, sir? I forget. Was it Paris?
He went to France. But my whole thing, when I was listening to him talk, he was just talking all this Belize shit, and that's what's up. He proud of where he from and all that. But when he got deported from the United States, he didn't go back to Belize. He went to France.
Right.
And then he was like a Jew. He was going to Israel and all that. And then it was like, oh, all right, now I can get a bag over in Belize because my pop is the prime minister. Like that shit, he just turned me off with that interview. It was real weird.
Okay.
He was on some weird shit.
Well, I'm not rooting for him. I'm just trying to be objective. He has developed. I can respect that. He's not trying to glorify shooting into the crowd. And that's it for me. Other than that, you can tear him apart. I don't give a goddamn. But At 57, I don't want to sit here and just constantly tear into a younger person who's trying to do better. Go ahead.
No, I mean it was cool and all that, but I got a question for you. How did Shyne? How is he able to come back to America after he was deported? If you know, I mean, I don't know. That was a question I had.
I didn't keep up, sir. Was it Diddy who put in some calls and they got him to? I forget, sir. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't pay attention to him like that, and that's no disrespect. He was talking about Busta Rhymes came to Belize to see him. He mentioned a couple of other rappers that really stay in touch with him and that they're all, breaking bread. So I can respect that, but I don't know the details of what year he went there and when he dropped Buried Alive. That I don't know. But I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, he just dropped that Buried Alive when he was in prison, which was, I mean, that was a mediocre album. But that's the only thing I wanted to say. Like, he was talking about how he was so proud of Belize and all that, but he just never went back to Belize. Like, he went to Israel and Paris and was acting like he was the man over there. Like, that shit was just weird.
Yeah.
But all right, thanks for taking my call.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Troll babies, do you mind if I ramble just a little bit more? I'm feeling nice. I had a long day. I didn't get my old nigga nap in. Salute to that mammy bitch. You need a mask on. I just looked at her, looked her up and down, looked at her cheap shoes, and didn't even respond. That's what made her mad, that I didn't even acknowledge her. And then her supervisor said, he's on the job. Hey, better come here again. Got no mask. Gangster of Love, I got your donation. The Gangster of Love. Okay. Dwayne, I got your donation. Love to see men of color turn their lives around. Exactly. Yeah. I don't want to sit here and say, yo, he ain't keeping it real. You guys can do that, and I will let you say that. But you have to evolve. You have to grow. Again, he served his debt to society. I can't say he should be back in jail. I forget who he shot. He shot some girl in the face, and I think she got a bag or something. You know, she probably wood grain gripping. It's all good in the hood now, you know? Thank you, Dwayne, for your donation. Dominic. The boy encouraged Bob to get the booster shot. The boy. Did the boy pop up yet? Regarding Bob Saget. Bob Saget was born in 1956. He was 65 years of age. Out on the road doing stand-up comedy. Why? Filthy rich. You should be home with your wife, you know? You should be an organic farmer or something like that, you know? Out on the road working on some type of another sitcom. I'm looking through his body of work. Just give me a second. He's been eating high up off the hog for decades, you know? I can't shed no tear for this. This Ofe, Bosom Buddies, 1981. The Greatest American Hero, 1983. Full House, 1987 to 1995. 192 episodes. Damn. America's Funniest Home Videos, again, 1989 to 1997. 191 episodes. Damn. Niggas die every day, B. Ain't that what we say, kids? Guys, in my community section, psychedelic therapy for mental health disorders. This has been discussed for a number of years. I mean, I'm throwing it out there. If anybody wants to call in, I would love to be educated. I don't know that world. I did mescaline a handful of times back in the early 80s. Mescaline. I remember laughing hysterically. I was on the A train going uptown, and I felt like I was urinating on myself. Anybody ever did mescaline in that live chat? Me and a homie of mine, we went up to 157th Broadway. Pardon me, 145th A train. Then we walked over, got on the number 1 train. Walked across 125, got on the 1 train, laughing. Went up to 157th Street and Broadway. This was back in the early 80s. This is when they had a KFC on the corner. This is some old shit. We go into KFC, we're sitting there ordering some nasty-ass chicken. Then we decided to go to 145th, to this old-ass movie theater. We're sitting in the movie theater. Again, I'm on mescaline. Pardon me. I bought a quart of milk to try and come down off the mescaline. We're in the movie theater, and I'll never forget this. A fucking cat is walking up the aisle. I get freaked the fuck out. I see, let's get out of here. Pardon me, I'm rambling. Psychedelic therapy for mental health disorders. Mushrooms and I can't pronounce some of these words. They're talking about ecstasy, psilocybin. It's in the it's in the community section if anybody gives a goddamn, all right? Let's go to area code 734. Good evening. Monday, we're talking about Shyne on Drink Champs, among other things. Are you up to speed? Area code 734.
Yo, exactly. I don't really care about this topic. I want to talk about the Bussy Boys.
Okay, sir, your phone sounds really bad. Are you really Zachary? That's not Zachary's number.
Bussy Boy.
Okay, your phone is really bad. If this is Zach, call back, send me an email, tell me what line you're on. Your phone sounds bad.
Bussy Boy. Bussy.
Yeah, Bussy. I don't mind you trolling, but your phone sounds like shit. Call back, please. Area code 908, it's Monday. We're talking about Shyne, was on the Drink Champs. Are you up to speed? Do you care?
Hamna.
Brooklyn Giggles, what's up, man? Did you see the Shyne interview, man? Or do you care?
Yo, this is Zach Lee in this bitch. Zach Lee.
Brooklyn Giggles, did you see the Shyne interview? Can you stop trolling for a second? Did you see the interview?
Yes, I saw the interview.
What'd you think?
It was corny. It was corny. It was corny. I don't want to see Shyne do any more interviews. Like he's a changed man. You know, if he's a politician, what's a politician doing on Drink Champs? He looks crazy. And how is he back in America? That's the question that we need to ask ourselves. Like, he was banned from this country.
Yep.
How is he back?
If I'm not mistaken, Diddy pulled some strings, and I didn't hear the entire interview. They were talking about, trying to change the laws, House of Congress or something. I don't know. But so you're saying You're in your 30s, if I remember correctly, mid-30s. You're saying the interview is trash. Nobody's trying to see Shyne talking that highfalutin shit. You just want to...
Throughout the whole interview, my nigga, throughout the whole interview, he was caping for Biden. Throughout the whole interview. I'm like, what is this?
I didn't see that part.
What is this? What is this? Like, it was trash. At one part of the interview, Nori asked him about, when at one point when Shyne was claiming to be a blood or whatever, but Shyne curbed him. It just proved that Nori had no control of that interview. Shyne basically had control. It was a waste of time of the interview. When he tried to ask him about the Diddy situation, we knew he wasn't going to bash Diddy.
All right, now hang on a second. Stop right there. Now, you see, I can appreciate the fact that he's not, trying to glorify his earlier years. But then again, I'm an older man, so never mind me. Your generation, you're 30 what? I forget. How old are you?
33.
Okay, so you're saying, fuck that nigga. He's a sellout. What are you saying? Brooklyn Giggles, you have the last word.
Yeah, fuck that nigga. You don't represent me. You look crazy. Who remembers when Shyne got out of prison and 50 clowned him because of that new voice he had, and he came out with all these trash songs saying that Kendrick Lamar was trash.
Right.
And then goes around.
He was beefing with Game. I remember. He was beefing with Game.
Yeah. Trash. Absolute trash. And
so is it safe to say he's just a bum ass Brooklyn nigga trying to hustle now? Safe to say that?
I think he's in the sunken place. That's what I'm gonna say. I think he's on the sunken.
He's in the sunken place.
The
sunken place.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, he's dressed like Obama.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, your boy Academics keeping for fresh and fit. Did you hear about that?
Hang on, you're moving too fast. I want to finish up on Shyne. Oh, yeah, so the last thing I want to mention, did you see Shyne talking with his hands like a politician? That's that politician shit. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the interview didn't make sense. Okay. The guy's a politician now. Nori kept trying to do what he does best, overtalk him. It didn't work out. Right. And another thing, I thought Shyne doesn't drink liquor. All of a sudden, he's drinking beer. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
He's drinking beer now.
Yeah.
And he was drinking that shit fast. He was drinking that shit fast as hell. Like he wanted to get out of there or something. I don't know. But yeah.
Okay, so hang on. So Academics, where was he defending Fresh and Fit? Was this on Vlad TV?
On his Twitch a couple of days ago. He kept trying to tell his side of the story. I know those guys personally, and one of them used to be in the Homeland Security, blah, blah, blah. He keeps his apartment clean, and he cares about cleanliness and shit like that. I'm like, why are you caping for them, man? It just proves that, these non-FBAs don't like black women. Yeah. That's all it is for me.
Well, listen, send me the link, man. I appreciate you tapping in, all right? And keep me up to speed on the bullshit. We're on the bullshit here, right?
God bless you, my son.
Yes, sir. God bless you, too, man. There is no God, but Brooklyn Giggles, man. Troll Babies, is the consensus that Shyne is a fraud? Now, I don't want to say that. I like the fact that he has evolved. He's not trying to glorify what happened. But then again, I didn't see the entire interview. I could be wrong. I want to go back for a second. Do you mind? These 4 or 5 people that reached out to me from the past, checking to see if I'm okay during the pandemic. Listen to me, you fucking losers. Listen to me carefully. I've been working on borrowed time since 2008 when I had my liver transplant. If you didn't check in with me then to see if I was okay, don't check in with me now. People are dying around you, maybe some of your loser friends. some of your bum-ass family members, and you're trying to see if I'm okay or if I'm getting ready to die. I'm not afraid of death. It's going to be eternal sleep. If it's anything like sleep now, it'll be beautiful. Beautiful. You're worried about coming back in some magical place. I look forward to the day, pardon me, when I'm just like relaxing eternally. I won't have to deal with any more bullshit. Snakes, human semen receptacles. I'll be at peace for real, for real. Don't worry, I'm not going to mention your names. You know why? Because I don't remember your names. I had to look at your emails and say, who is this? What? Life is just that good. I've moved on. I don't even remember you. And let me just add this little tidbit here. If you are a person who we once were friends and you didn't maintain the friendship, you're no longer a friend in my book. You're an associate. I don't have friends and we get together and catch up. Catch up? I don't hear about a bunch of dead people. Bussy Allah 13X, I got your donation. May Saget forever rest in the bussy of Abraham. Okay. Andre got your donation. R.I.P. Bob Saget. I don't know what you're talking about, man. But Jarquise? Okay, hang on a second. Oh, okay, hold on. We got to talk about the cartel. Yo, fucking Mexican cartel. I don't see you. Where are you? 3982. Somebody wanted to call in and talk about the cartel. Fuck. Guys, on the screen is my number for advertising. Live reads, community section postings, your information posted at the top of the rebroadcast. That's my information, okay? Where are you, man? I was trying to get you on the line. Did I pick up too slow? I'll come back. Let me see if I can find you. Okay, Edenwald Houses, where are you? Yo, Edenwald Houses, you took a L. You took a L. I'm not going to keep rehashing this, but Fat Joe had that idea about long before December. Friday, someone called into the Star Report on Friday and sent us the receipt to Fat Joe, who has been talking about Sloppy Joes. Been talking about Sloppy Joes. Certain people jumping out the window acting like it was their idea. Am I lying? That's all I'll say for right now. Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, got your donation. Thank you, sir. Eric. Putting these bitches in your email and check. Yeah, man. Scatow bitches. Trying to tap in. The fuck you tapping in for, bitch? We're not friends. And if we smashed and the pussy wasn't enough for me to stick around, what are you tapping in for? I don't want no 50-year-old pussy. Area code 609, Monday. I'm on one. I'm Aggie 609. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Let's get there, Star. Let's get there. I'm tired of listening to all these heathens, these uncultured, sit up here and talk about this brother Shyne and this transformation that he did.
Okay.
I didn't like Shyne back.
Sir, can I ask you to fix your speaker? It's a little off. I want to hear what you're saying. I appreciate the call. Can you make some adjustments, please?
Yeah. We good now? We good?
That's a little better. Go ahead, sir. You were saying? Go ahead.
Yeah. So I didn't like Shyne back in the day. Matter of fact, I don't like anybody that shoot him up and wanna do all that. Like I'm not a fan of that type of hip hop. I'm not a fan of that lifestyle. So, but
Sir, your phone sounds bad. Can you call back, please? Your phone sounds bad, please.
Yeah.
Call back. Yeah, Shyne was trash. He was trash. But I'm off that. I'm trying to focus on him applying the knowledge, and that I respect. Unless you say otherwise. Fuck that nigga, Star. We ain't trying to hear that tonight. If that's what you want to say, let's go there. Can you folks hold on a second? I gotta go get some get another drink. I'll be right back. I'm trying to take it there. Give me 30 seconds. Okay, I'm back in the building. Thank you for being patient. All right, this is the Star Report Monday evening. All right, got some pretzels and cheese. Okay, and I got some more Grey Goose. I'm an alcoholic, huh? Who am I fooling? Something else I want to mention. I forgot. What the fuck was it? Okay, I mentioned Mammy today. I mentioned those people from my past reaching out. Please don't. Please don't. Life is about moving forward. Oh! Whoa! Wait a minute. Here's what I want to mention. Okay, so one of my aunts, good woman, she's getting ready to check out. She has some of my plaques at her place. She still has them in her one of her dens. And she was watching one of my shows a month or so ago, and she called me last week laughing. And she said, Troy, I have one of those Jay-Z plaques that you were talking about. I forgot that I gave her one. I said, really? She said, yeah, The Reasonable Doubt. It says Hot 97 on it. And I said, whoa. I started shaking. I said, Auntie Glenda's her name. Auntie Glenda, can you look and see if it has the RIAA little square, a certification? And she'd say, yeah, I'm looking at it. Troll babies, she's going to mail that to me. Give me about a week or so. Now, I've got a Reasonable Doubt RIAA platinum plaque with my name on it. And she sent me a picture. I've got one. I think Buckwild stole this one. I might be willing to sell this one for 10 racks. Anybody interested? Now, it says Hot 97 on it, but it's RIAA. 10 racks, not a dime less. Hang on, guys. Area code 267. Good evening. Are you there? We're talking about Shyne on Drink Champs. 267.
What's up, Star?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
It's DJ Boo Birch, man.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
What's up, man? Every time I see you drink out that glass, my heart feels warm.
You mean the glass you gave me?
Yes, sir.
Nigga start snitching.
Hey, and another thing, remember I was supposed to give you something else. I got scared because I know you're a snitch, so I'm going to have to deliver that personally.
Well, wait a minute. Listen,
you ain't going to snitch on me, Star.
Well, no, listen, I get a lot of memorabilia from police officers, so I'm not going to say you gave me what. I wouldn't do that to you. But what's going on, man? How you feel? And did you see the Hip Hop Police, the new podcast?
I actually like that, man. It's cool. I like it. Yeah, I checked that out.
I want to get you on there.
I saw the first one.
I want to get you on there.
Say it again.
I want you to come down to Atlanta next month and be a guest. We're gonna work on that.
Okay.
We're gonna work on that. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm down with that. Yeah, I saw the Shyne interview too, and I see your callers, man. I'm listening to your callers. They full of it, man. Because if Shyne was still talking the same stuff he was talking when he shot homegirl in the face,
right,
then all elder calls will say he hasn't grown.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
They'll be talking all types of stuff like that.
Right.
So now that he's grown and he's changed, politician or not, it's like, oh, he's phony, or he's a sucker now, whatever. Like, what, you still want him running around shooting people in the face or drinking 40s or whatever? I mean, he drunk a beer, so what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree with you, man. And, again, I've never cared for his music, but I'm not just going to dump on him to dump on him. The man is someplace else now. He went through a lot of transitions. I did not see the entire interview, and that's no disrespect to him or Nori. I got busy. I said, I'll come back to this. But what I did see, I commend him for evolving. Go ahead.
Exactly. Well-spoken, dressed like a grown man.
Yeah.
You got some dudes in the rap game that's like 50,
Yeah.
and they still trying to dress like the guys that's 20.
Yeah.
Nice suit, well-spoken. I mean, you got to give a black man his credit. Because if he was still doing the dumb stuff, everybody would be critiquing him about that. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
I mean, it was a boring interview, though. I did fall asleep on the interview, literally. But, when I saw it, I said, wow, Shyne's well-spoken. He's like a whole different person. I mean, where you want him to be at this age?
Yeah. Well, listen, I think, but then again, I don't want to be too critical. I don't want to tell somebody else how they should operate their business. They should have broke it up, part 1 and part 2. But it's like 2.5 hours. Nobody's watching that whole thing at one time unless they want people to come back. But even still, when you do that, you then allow people to take the content and then to chop it, and then you have to chase them to try and monetize. It's a headache to me. But go ahead.
Right. No, that's absolutely right. I want to talk business with you behind the scenes too. I had to create a Cash App just to send it. So I got hacked, all this bull crap.
Okay.
My stuff got hacked right before Christmas. So
shit.
if I haven't been sending them in, that's because of that. But I want to talk business. I'm going to pay for some promotion. I don't need a discount. I don't want any of that. I'm going to start a podcast. I'm popping up on the gram, so I can shout out my Instagram if you don't mind.
Yeah, please do.
Because Instagram pays me now.
Please do.
Yeah, DJ Bobirch Music. DJ BOBIRCH MUZIK. Check out those reels. Instagram pay me now, so now I'm posting more often. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. And I do want to come to Atlanta next month. You said?
Now, hang on. You have my direct number? Yes. Hold on. Let me just make sure I got you. You got my number, right?
Yeah, but you changed it so much that I don't know.
I just sent you a text right now, officer. I just sent you a text. Did it come through?
Yep. And it's a new. Oh yeah. So next month, that's when I'll bring what I got for you.
Listen, we are really gonna do this damn thing, man. We're gonna. Well, I don't want to speak too soon. I'm going to put some money into this hip-hop police thing. We have one more episode to put out from the the meeting that we had where we filmed for 3 hours. And then we're going to get together and film again. Corey's documentary comes out on the 14th. He's then going to Miami for a week, and when he gets back, we're going to be filming like crazy here in Atlanta. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, I'm retired, so I can take the trip. Also, let me ask, if you don't mind,
please.
I don't want Amy to strike it, but I see a lot of stuff on your YouTube on the Hip Hop Police and stuff like that. I also want to repost on my Instagram. I just didn't want to get any strikes because they could demonetize me.
Holler at me behind the scenes about that. Holler at me behind the scenes about that.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Talk to you soon, man. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See you later.
Yes, sir. Okay. That's the homie right there. What was I talking about? Oh! I got a reasonable doubt. Platinum plaque. RIAA certified. It has the name Hot 97. Yo, I got about maybe 20 Hot 97 plaques. Yo, we used to just take those shits out of there. They had them in a closet. I got like a big M&M diamond plaque. I said, yo, Buck, grab that shit. He said, whose is it? I said, it's ours. Grab it. Walked out with a fucking M&M diamond. Anyway. Hey, before I forget, with regards to the Shyne interview, which is what we're focusing on tonight, yeah, he's talking that Belize stuff. I'm not mad at him because, you see, I expect that from people like him. A lot of those Caribbean people that pop off here in America, they get the bag. They then become culturally proud about the places that their family is from. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Who remembers Busta Rhymes about a year ago or so? Busta Rhymes said, America ain't got no culture. Or did he say hip-hop ain't got no culture? He said some crazy shit, Busta Rhymes. Anybody remember that? Busta Rhymes said that. Yep. Hold on, guys. Ryan, I got your donation. Human semen receptacles. You said that earlier. Are those females? Yes. Yes. You caught that, huh? Human semen receptacles. Benny Blanco on the check-in via Cash App. That's how you do when you want to give the government a message. Send some rotting corpses packed in a van. Hashtag like. Benny, are you calling in? Somebody sent a donation. They want to talk about the cartel. Viva Mexico. They sent 10 corpses in a van to the fucking governor. Right outside his office. I have to respect it. Benny, are you calling in? Somebody sent in a donation. (727) Good evening. 727. Monday night.
Hey, how you doing? How's the show? God bless you. Hope everybody's having a good New Year. Hello.
Yeah. Good evening. Who are you looking for?
Hear me now.
Who are you looking for, sir?
Oh, Bob Saget. God bless him. I mean, my opinion is that, he was in a clean-cut show, and he tried to be risque in his comedy routine, like a nerd girl from high school that becomes a stripper.
Okay.
Are you there?
I'm right here.
Something like that, and then
Go ahead.
There was the young daughter, not the cute one, but the ugly one on the show. She was like doing meth and whatever. So there's a whole thing with drugs with them, trying to be hip, if you'll recall. But
You know, I really didn't watch that show like that. I was very aware of it. It had a great run. I didn't have time, man, in the late 80s and sitting around watching no white people, on that goofy shit. I grew up watching the Brady Bunch. After the Brady Bunch, Gilligan's Island, I said, listen, I gotta get it. I ain't got time to be sitting around, chuckling and giggling the fucking sitcoms. You feel me?
Well, what's the Brady Bunch going to do when they run out of hair? Hey, right now we got ourselves a score of 9-6. Georgia 6, Alabama 9 in the NCAA championship.
Whoa!
Third quarter.
Say that again.
Low scoring.
Go back. Say that again.
Right.
Where are the Bulldogs?
Georgia's on the 2-yard line. It's 6-9 in the third. These are high-scoring teams,
right.
But it's 6-9 with 1 minute left in the third because really either the corners are locking them down.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Here comes Georgia. Never mind. Change the score. It is now whatever 6 + 7 is to 9.
Whoa.
Touchdown, Georgia.
The Bulldogs scored.
Well, so far, so good.
Hang on. The Bulldogs just scored?
Just scored right as I speak.
Okay. So now hang on a second. I forget this stuff. They haven't won, was it the state or the national championship since 1980? Which one? I forget.
I don't forget. I never knew what the fuck you're talking about. I just know they just scored a touchdown.
Hold on. The Bulldogs.
They got a G on their helmet. I know that.
Yeah, Georgia Bulldogs.
Even a gangster.
Hold on a second. What's your name? What's your name, sir? Where you calling from?
This is the Beach Boss. What we doing?
Hey, what's up, man? Georgia Bulldogs. Hold on.
Clearwater Cracker. How you doing?
Hey, I'm coming down there. I know I've been saying.
Hey, my guy.
I know I've been saying that, but I'm coming down there.
Well, come on down, goddamn. I just came from. I had relations with this crazy broad tonight.
Okay.
I wanted to share my story in case I don't get to write my biography. I could come leave a message. You got a great platform here, so I could just let you know what's going on with me, and then once I die, people can look it up, and God bless it.
Okay.
But anyway.
Well, hang on a second. Okay, I'm looking right now. Hang on. UGA claims 2 national championships, 1942 and 1980. They haven't won a national championship since 1980.
Georgia hasn't won since 1980. Georgia was favorited when they played earlier in the year, and Alabama beat them. I tell you what, it's 13-9 right now. I would take my money on the live bet and take Alabama right now. I bet you Alabama wins. Well, a friendly way.
I gamble with my life, not my money. But listen, man, good to hear from you. Listen, stay in touch. I'm coming down there, goddamn, to Clearwater. I'm going to stop in Tampa. You want to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, the Shyne guy.
Yeah, Shyne.
He seemed, I'm all for people bettering themselves. God bless him. I hope he's doing well. But it seemed like it was a little practice. When you're sitting in the cell, you got time to plan some weird shit.
Yeah.
But what hurt my feelings is how when, goddamn, who was it? Puffy busted out with this Shyne. He's really a one-hit wonder. It sounded like Biggie. That would be like having Suge Knight have, after Tupac get killed, some bald guy with a do-rag on backwards or a handkerchief, whatever. You know what I mean? It was kind of insulting to have Shyne come out, but that was a jamming-ass song. But it was one song. God bless him. He did his thing.
Well, hang on a second. If I can just say this, as someone who worked for a decade in the music industry before I ever got to radio at WEA, Warner Electric Atlantic, the market in those days and still now follows trends. And Shyne came after Biggie. So Diddy was Puffy back then, he was trying to capitalize off of the success of Biggie. So that's why, in my opinion, they signed Shyne because he sounded like Biggie, but his bars were trash. So I'm not mad at that, but his music was trash. But good to talk to you, man.
Yeah, but he kept going. Oh.
Yeah. He was trash.
Yeah. All right, man. Good to hear from you, man. Come on down, Clearwater. We're waiting on you, baby.
I'll keep you posted. Thank you, man.
All right, peace, man. Yeah.
I keep his number. Hold on a second, guys. Clearwater Cracker. Hold on. people tapping in from 20, 25 years ago. Yeah, nah, I'm just checking to make sure you all right. What the fuck's it to you, bozo? And to that fat, sloppy fucking guinea from South Jersey, 300 pounds and change. Look like you're a slice of quiche away from a massive stroke. Don't ever email me again. I don't want to catch up with you. I didn't like you back then. I didn't like you back then. Luke Haney, got your donation. If we ain't fucking or making money, no female friends. That's a fact. Ain't nobody trying to hear a bitch, talk about her problems or issues. Bitch, get out there and turn a trick. Fuck wrong with you. Alex. Alex says, Star, you are Aggie because you are really the boy. So I'm an older man. But thank you for your donation. Yeah, Zach. Yeah, I know that wasn't you, Zach. Zach Lee says somebody was trolling him. What's happening in the live chat, guys? I don't have my contacts in. You guys all right in there? Turned up on the bullshit? Shyne has grown up. I'm not mad at Shyne. I'm not going to keep harping on what happened in the past. He served his debt to society. He did a decade in the penitentiary. Whew. Whew. Hang on, guys. Hey. Salute to my nigga Giacana. He now goes by the name Five God. I go back many, many, many years. I'm not going to get in the middle of anybody's tension, beef, and or drama, but that's my guy. We go back a lot of years. Some of you may remember when he and I bounced up to This Is 50 and a couple of other spots. Good nigga, Harlem nigga, man. Thorough. Okay. Dominic, I got your donation. Has Shyne tried Fat Joe's White Castles? Shyne spoke about Fat Joe coming to see him when he was in the penitentiary. He said Fat Joe's his brother. Fat Joe went to see somebody else in the penitentiary. Who else did Fat Joe go to visit? I mean, we could have Fat Joe because, he can get it. But Fat Joe used to go see somebody else in the penitentiary. Anybody know who I'm talking about? He puts boots on the ground. I forget. Noel, I got your donation. Shyne lyrically wasn't that good. He hyped himself. Yeah, I don't even want to go back, man. I appreciate the fact that he's evolved. Again, he's applying the knowledge he has acquired. I respect that. Some people read a whole lot of goddamn books and they can tell you about the fucking book, but they don't apply anything that they've learned in a book, Thank you for your donation, sir. Okay, I got your email, DJ Bo Birch. What is this? Who is this? Hi, turn. Let me send somebody to fucking spam. Bitch, get out of here. Fuck wrong with you. Okay, wait. Okay, this is okay, that's something else. Give me a second, guys. Hey, where's Janet at? Janet, are you on the line? 973. Where's Janet?
Star.
Janet, good evening. How are you?
Hey, Star, how are you?
Good to hear from you. What's cracking on a Monday night?
Yeah. I was calling in about the psychedelic drugs you were talking about.
Oh, thank you, Janet. Hold on a second. Let me put this on the screen because I have no knowledge in this particular arena. But a couple of years ago, I took notice to this. And there's an update now on USA Today. They were talking about psychedelic therapy for mental health disorders. They're saying this could be some type of treatment. Is this your area of knowledge?
No, but I have a brother who suffers from schizophrenia.
Okay.
And I have him in a group home. And I come to find out because he had went through a depression when my father passed away.
Okay.
And they did shock treatment. And that shock treatment did something to him, and he became, schizophrenic. So the state pays for everything. So, it was getting a little bit too much for me, I think around in 2004, for me to, continue to take care of him, and plus, my nephews and my nieces. So I went and looking for a home. So I found a home.
Okay.
Now, I realized once I put him in a group home with the right diet, the right environment, and a steady supply of the correct medicine after his body, physically got healed. Because to me, he wasn't eating right, he wasn't doing this, but they got him physically healed.
Okay.
And once that process, that phase was over, and just the maintaining of a steady environment, calm, it seems to me that he got way better. And I go to the home quite often, before the COVID started, and I used to go up there on Fridays or, during the afternoon and just talk to the people there. And all the tenants are supposed to have some type of mental disorder from one degree to the other. But I found out that they made more sense and knew more things about what was going on in the world than the average person that I met outside of that.
Stop right there, because I was just about to say, I think a lot of people who we try to classify as having disorders are actually the sane people.
I think they're geniuses.
We are the ones who think we're sane. We have the fucking problems and the issues. We are hateful, spiteful, vindictive. And let's go back for a second, because you mentioned shock treatment. That was decades ago when they used to give people shock treatments. When did they do that to your family member?
It had to be in the 1980s.
80s, yeah.
1980s,
yeah.
Right? Because
they stopped that. They stopped that.
They stopped it. It's on record, because my brother, he used to make newspapers a lot, because we are here in Newark, and him and Shaq, he used to play with them. And my brother used to make the newspaper a lot. And then when my father died in 1982, and they did the shock treatment, because he was in such a depressed state, and then that's what flipped him. It turned off a switch or did something to him. But after that shock treatment, he was never the same.
Now, hang on a second, Janet, because we use these terms like chemical imbalance and stuff like that. But years ago or decades ago, society used to classify people as being either invalids or morons. You heard those terms, yes? Decades ago?
Yes.
Invalids or morons. And a lot of those people were actually more in tune with things that, again, we classified as a chemical imbalance. Are you familiar with the term idiot savant?
Yes, like in Rain Man.
Yeah, the movie Rain Man, yeah.
Give a point of reference.
God forgive me, but I had some idiot savant pussy back in '86. It was fire. Go ahead. You were saying, go ahead.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, well, only thing I'm saying is, I think, I think a lot of people I think a lot of people misjudge, and I think it's the environment. I think it's a society that that makes people. I think it's the society that makes crazy.
Right.
Because to me,
right.
I say it before, and I say it again. Before the COVID, I'd rather hang out with them than my own friends.
Right.
I really did, because they will. I mean, like banking laws. Now, how do you know? My brother would tell you the banking laws, and I'm like, how you know the banking laws? You get an SSI check that you don't even control, and this man knows current banking laws. It's stuff that I would never think about. And then he has these other people. They telling me about politics, presidents. He's telling me about past stuff that done happened and that what caused what's going on today. And then you go and look it up, and you be like, wow. So I think we should, step back by trying to over-medicate or try to switch on something, because the switches are already on. We're just not seeing the light. And that's not their fault. That's ours. Yeah. So, I'm against the psychedelic medicine, Well,
hang on a second. You say you're against it because, again, USA Today, let me just reference the article here for those who don't know. This came out on the 10th, which is today, pardon me. I'm sorry, no, I printed this out today. This came out January the 7th. The next big trend in mental health treatments, psychedelic therapy. So you don't like the fact that they're experimenting with mushrooms and different forms of chemicals that could stabilize.
They've been pushing this.
Stabilize.
They've been pushing this since the 1960s, the 1930s. They've been pushing these things. Remember, menopause used to be a psychological problem. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's the definition that these people get bored with, and what they could get paid from is their next project.
Right.
What I'm saying, unless there's something physically wrong, and the brain is a great thing, and you see people that operate with like half of a brain with brain injuries. You see them in the courtrooms, and laws and doing law stuff, administrative stuff. So what I'm saying is there are gates and there are levels to these things. And I'm speaking from a person who has had legal responsibility for my schizophrenic brother. And my brother was out here left alone because, once people start getting these checks, they just let these family members, I see it in Newark all the time. They just let their family do anything and beg for money. I don't want that for my brother.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I wanted my brother to get
better. Hang on a second, Jenna, with all due respect, how old is your brother? He's older now, yeah?
Yeah, my brother is 3 years older than me, so he's 56 years old.
Okay.
And he's
Janet, with all due respect, So his brain's a little fried, respectfully, yes?
Okay, because of the shock treatment. That was done by these people by the medical community.
Yes. I'm not trying to clown him. I'm just saying they gave him the shock treatment. So now you don't think that the mushrooms, magic mushrooms is what they're talking about now, or they have been for a number of years. You don't think that there's any truth to magic mushrooms being a treatment for mental health disorders?
No, because it takes them someplace that it takes them out into a fantasy world. I'm telling you, they are logical. They are coherent.
Okay.
They are intelligent. They are functioning human beings. These are people we are outcast in their society because of our own ego and our own self-importance. I'm saying this not just because my brother is a schizophrenia, but I'm saying this as I walk through our neighborhoods in the urban community, and I see so many castaways, and I see so many people out there begging for quarters and dimes and things, and they say, well, they got a mental illness.
Right.
No, they're just mentally different. in the right environment, the right diet, the right checkups to make sure, because you can have a tooth infection, and that tooth infection can literally mess up your brain. People don't understand that. These people are not taking care of their family members, and they're discarding them because of the labels we put on it. They don't need a psychological drug to take them somewhere that they don't outside their body. They are already most of them are already 10 times smarter, because the thing that makes them whatever problem they have, it usually adjusts. Okay. When your body, when you hurt your left arm, your right arm becomes stronger. Right. If you hurt your left foot.
Now, hang on, Janet, if I can jump in for a second, please. I don't mean to cut you short. Now, just me personally, with my limited knowledge in this area, I'm willing to let these whoever, doctors, psychiatrists, the health institutions, I'm willing to let them try magic mushrooms as opposed to giving people Thorazine. I've had associates and even a friend over the years, he used to have to go get a Thorazine shot, and that nigga turned into a zombie when they gave him that shit.
Because that's the wrong zombie. See, this is what I'm saying. They was trying to do that to my brother. Don't you understand? They had him up in all kinds of state hospitals in New Jersey, where I didn't even know New Jersey was that long of a state. And I would have to travel an hour, 40 minutes to get to him. And they would tell me these, and I would look at these things, and I was like, no, you're not giving my brother that. They were like, well, what do you want me to do?
That Thorazine be having a nigga grooving.
Yeah, I didn't want that. You have to test. Yeah.
Like Frankenstein.
I
am alive. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you have to take. If you have a caring family members of these people that are put as an outcast, we all have to take control.
Right. Hey, Janet,
of our family.
Janet, before you go, I don't mean to get too personal, but if you don't mind, anything you want to mention with regards to COVID or some of the new variants, or do you not want to talk about that?
Well, I just got over COVID myself, so.
I know that, but I didn't want to say that. Okay, so now hang on. So now, with all due respect, I have not had COVID-19 yet. I said around, I joked around, I just had the Rona, but I never had it, to my knowledge. You said...
Well, you never got tested for it.
And I'm not going to. I haven't been down for the count like some people. But now, here's the thing.
What?
Here's the thing. You have been sending me links to videos. Yo, you got to watch this. This is the real shit. And then a couple of weeks later, you got the Rona, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. I think you had it a couple of times. I really do. But here's my thing.
Now, hang on, if I can finish. So now, is it fair to say the videos you were sending me were bullshit? Because I've never had the Rona.
No, you never got tested for it. You never got tested for it.
Janet, I have not been down for the count talking about, I got to take a couple of shows off. I got the COVID, y'all. No.
Okay. All right.
It's just a question.
I have it. And you never, you know why you didn't never have the COVID? Because you are the supreme man.
No.
You're blocking Corona like Wonder Woman with the bracelet.
Listen. I pop amoxicillin every week. I swear by amoxicillin. I might get the Rona tomorrow and fall the fuck out, but I take amoxicillin.
Mm-hmm.
I think it helps me. I'll give you the last word, though. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Once your body becomes accustomed to them, then what you gonna do? Because if you get the COVID and they try to give you some of this stuff that you're taking in the hospital, it don't work because it took so much stimuli.
Well, listen, that's a chance I'm willing to take, but I'm not trying to go to the hospital.
Okay.
I'm taking what's called preventive measures, but you're okay, though, yes? You're okay?
Right. Oh, and I wanted to say one thing about African Americans and this post-traumatic stress. It's true.
Oh, man, yeah.
We do have it. Yeah. In 2022, we still have it. And the more that we say that because of our personal experiences life that it does not exist, the more you need credence for the post-traumatic stress to continue and not to get healed.
Post-traumatic slave syndrome. That's what I was talking about.
Post-traumatic slave syndrome. Yeah. The more that people you look at it from the first person instead of as a collective, it will continue. And that is a mental illness, in my opinion, not to see what is in front of you.
Do you know that book by Dr. Joy DeGruy, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome?
Well, I seen it. I didn't read it. I seen it. I browsed through it. I did not read it.
I would love to have you come back and talk about it more because I do respect your knowledge. The book came out in 2005. She's on YouTube. Check her out. Great credentials.
Okay, I'm going to read it.
Great research. Okay?
All right. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it because, I told you some of the things that happened in the past with my family.
Right.
And that's a direct correlation because of what's going on. Okay?
Good to talk to you, Janet. Thank you for checking in.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye now. All right. Janet on the check, and she always brings knowledge to the table. Yeah, man. Sending me all them emails, videos. Yeah, yo. You got to watch this about COVID-19. Like, well, I don't have the Rona. I take amoxicillin. Salute to people trying to tell everybody else what the fuck they should and shouldn't do, but they get the Rona. I'm going to finish up on this topic here. Psychedelic therapy for mental health disorders. I can never clown people that have mental health disorders. I've had too many friends and associates over the years who were dealing with shit. Getting Thorazine shots, getting that SSI check. Oh, my God. Back in the 80s, do you know how many people I was hanging out that used to get SSI checks? Do they still call it that? SSI? In New York. Niggas used to get that SSI check. We go straight to the Coke man. Put the skis on. Bob Saget out of here. Oh, yeah. A white man's a freak, boy. That's what my father told me. Don't ever shed no tear for a cracker. He's a freak. He practices bestiality. I didn't even know what the fuck that was. Back in the 70s, I said, copy. Bestiality. What the fuck is that? Psychedelic therapy for mental health disorders. I had some good pussy back in the day. She had, well, I'm not going to say her name. I don't know if she's still alive or not, but she used to stay at a place called Creedmoor, some type of psychiatric facility. Anybody in that live chat ever heard of a place called Creedmoor back in the mid to late 80s? This girl, she used to pop up on Broadway, 156th Street, 57, 52nd. Fine as shit. And she wanted Lucy's and a double deuce. I said, what? That's all I need? Smashed. And she kept coming back to my apartment, 527 West 152nd Street, apartment 4C. Like every other week, she'd come by. The bitch had a third eye, and she wanted some Lucy's and a double deuce. You guys know what a double deuce is in that live chat? Did they still call him that? I was doing the coke. She wasn't on coke. She didn't fuck with no coke. She wanted Lucy's. I bought a carton for that bitch. A double deuce, do they still call him that? Pussy was fire. Okay, guys, thank you for your donations via PayPal. Infallible personality, thank you for your donation. Ryan, thank you so much. Benny Blanco, thank you. Big Key, what up, nigga? And okay, hang on a second. Big Key says, funniest thing I ever heard was Bob Saget was doing stand-up. Who's paying to see that white guy do stand-up? And salute to the cartel putting their foot down. And I remember that LMAO hardest quote you said was, and I will slap, what? And I will slap you at that fucking wall you pray at. Okay, yeah, that's, wow, you're taking it back. Gold's conditioning. I watched the video, Music Box documentary, and you were right. Hip-hop was beautiful in the beginning. Man, listen. I don't want to start talking too reckless, but yeah, hip-hop was beautiful back in the early days, even though there was, drama and tension, even though you had Brooklyn niggas robbing niggas for sheepskins and bombers and shit like that. You didn't have that fear of going to an event and getting shot. Ralph McDaniels, what a great guy. Crazy Sam, great guys. Oh, my nigga Big Said, Tuffy, huh? Red Alert, shout it out. It was beautiful, man. Gem Star. Star, you opened the show by saying black people like to dump on black women. Then 2 minutes later, you're calling black women mammies. Sir, this is the objective perspective. You know that. And the correlation, what was the correlation I was trying to make about why do you dump on black women? I wasn't just coming at black women. I was talking about something. Oh, man, I'm forgetting. I forget. But thank you for your donation. The Black Atheist on the check-in. Hold on a second. Hey, what's up, Star? Anybody ever confuse you with Montel Williams on the streets? No. I met him one time. Good guy. Shyne. Big Nigga 22. Did I read that one? Big Nigga 22? You smoking Rob Saget? Okay, yes, we are. Yeah. Big Nigga. Okay, that was the old one. .404, you are my last caller of the evening. Good evening. Area code 404. Are you there?
Good evening. How you doing? What's up?
I'm doing, sir. How are you? It's cracking.
Yeah, I'm good. Just watching this Alabama and Atlanta game. It's a really good game, man.
Talk to me. How's Georgia doing, man? Talk to us.
Man, they're fighting a very tough game, and as we're on the call, Georgia just scored a touchdown, man. It's 19-18. It's a really hardcore game right now. These niggas are going at it, like, going stupid.
Now, hang on. The Bulldogs have not won a national championship, since 1980. Do you know that? Not that you have to. Just asking.
No, I did not.
Are they about to win?
I'm not aware of that.
Are they about to win?
They're looking like we got 8 minutes on the clock, 19-18.
Oh.
Right as we got on the phone, Georgia scores.
Are you in Georgia? Where you calling from?
I just wanted to...
Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Atlanta. I'm calling from Southwest Atlanta, out here in Hamilton Road, the mighty Hamilton Road.
Okay.
The real deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now listen, if the Bulldogs win, these hoes gonna be turned up in Atlanta.
Woo!
Turned up.
No, we in the strip club.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I got.
Get you a hoe and put some coke in her nose. You heard what it said?
Yeah. Strip club on me this weekend if the Bulldogs win. I said it.
Get you a hoe and put some coke in her nose if the Bulldogs win, goddamn. Don't you do the coke.
Oh, yeah.
But put some coke in her nose.
Yo, put the Molly in her booty if the Bulldogs win tonight. Put a Molly in her booty, man.
What's today, Monday? Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
If the Bulldogs win, goddamn, I'll be at the Blue Flame on Friday. All right?
Putting Molly in every whole booty, man.
Thanks for checking.
But look, I just wanted to say, look, yo, Shyne was on Drink Champs the other night looking like Barack Obama, dog.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say, man. He believes Barack Obama. I fuck with it, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right,
Thank
man.
you, man. Salute. Yes,
Enjoy your night, man.
Yes, sir. Okay. Anybody from Atlanta, in Atlanta Tri-State in that goddamn live chat? Boy, if them Bulldogs win, we going to be turned up this weekend. Folks, if I missed any donations, I'll get to you tomorrow. Thank you for tolerating my Aggie behavior tonight. I wanted to smoke on the Bob Saget pack, but niggas is scared. Niggas is scared. Hold on a second. Who's in the live chat talking about that was my auntie you smashed from Creedmoor? Your auntie has some fire pussy. I only smashed her maybe 6 times. Fire pussy. Late 80s. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Here's my number on the screen. Pardon me, my email address for advertising. Tomorrow we return with brand new sponsors. And if you would like to be a sponsor in that community section, or if you are looking for live reads, holler at me. Let's get you on a layaway plan, goddamn, all right? Business over bullshit, all right? Enjoy the rest of your evening. And tonight's show has been sponsored by Mr. Skylar Saunders. Please go there, support that man, tell him that I sent you, okay? Take care.